Ladies and gentlemen, welcome at long last to a brand new Black Desert Online progression series here on the Dungeoneers channel. I decided to mix it up a little bit this time, and we are going to be doing the entire series on the Arsha servers. For those of you who are new to Black Desert Online, Arsha is pretty much the same as every other server, except PvP has no punishment whatsoever, and the drop rates are increased to make up for it. Now, as a player who doesn't PvP, that might seem a little bit scary, but I thought it would make for some great content. So if you guys enjoy the video, leave a like down below, leave a comment, and don't forget to follow the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DungeoneersTV, where I'm going to be doing all the grinding on this live for your entertainment. So without further ado, let's hop right on in. Now, what made sense to me, guys, is to start off the series on the seasonal servers. Seasonal Arsha is basically the Wild West in this game. Honestly, it is absolutely crazy. Everybody's flagged up all the time. Like, all the time. Everybody's crazy. Everybody's just running around fighting all the time. It is an absolute bloodbath and an absolute dump truck full of content. So, we're going to get started. Now, when it came to what class I wanted to play, I really wanted to think about this one pretty hard. There are a ton of classes that you can use to kind of cheese your way through seasonal, right? You have your Suck Musas, your Suck Warriors, these sort of speed grinding classes that you can use in order to grind those time-filled stones super fast. However, that being said, I needed a class that had two things. One, was able to handle themselves in open world PvP, and two, is able to absolutely giga speed grind low to medium tier spots so that I could get through seasonal as quick as possible. And I thought about it for a while, and guys, the answer is Archer. Now, if you haven't played Archer, he's been changed a bit since the reboot. He has some invisibility now, but most importantly, the Archer is known for two things: being not super great at high-end grind spots, and being absolutely busted at mid-tier spots. You got your Star's End, your Sakraya, your Orcs. Archer pulls ridiculous trash loot. So I decided I'm going to make an Archer for seasonal. He can do open world PvP. You can pew 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 gun people down from range. Absolutely wipe everybody out. It's going to be a great time, and I can't wait. I've been waiting to make this series for so long. Unfortunately, I was a little bit sick the last couple days, and I had to put it off a couple days, but it's time for us to get in here. Now, as for what we want to look like, your character creation is super important, so of course I'm going to rip off somebody who is better at it than I am. We have a ton of different looks here. That's a little bit scary. I'm not really sure what sort of vibe I'm going for, but I'm definitely not going for try-hard. I'm definitely not going for like an e-girl. There's a lot of people who have turned archers into girls. It seems like it's a pretty like easy thing to do. I'm not going for the female archer, but I also don't necessarily want to go for like a super try-hard. You know, people have the like the night elf with like the crazy shit. How about this one? Even though it's called cute. Are his eyes messed up? I can't tell if his eyes are messed up or not. I kind of just want to get right in game though. So I think this will be the play for now. This guy looks okay. Shout out to Yukiro for making this preset. I'll keep checking it periodically. And I mean, I have a value pack. I can switch it whenever I want. And this is who we're going to be grinding on. So as for the name, I actually should have thought of this before I started recording, but I actually didn't think what the name want to be. Can we just do like Beast with a Bow? Is Beast with a Bow available? It's available. Perfect. So we're going to call ourselves Beast with a Bow, family name Dungeoneers YT. If you see me in game, don't be afraid to come say hi. And of course, we're going for Black Dragon as our horoscope. I don't know if it makes any difference, but I don't care because I think it looks cool. So we're going to go Beast with a Bow. We're going to head right on in, and it's time for us to enter seasonal. Let's get started. All right, so here we are, guys. We've been woken up by the Black Spirit, and we are ready to start our adventure. Open up the season pass. We have all our good stuff here. Who do we get for our classic box? We get the Gyre Arc set. Which one's the Gyre Arc set? For the record, guys, straight up, Archer has like some of the best costumes in the game. I absolutely love Directus. Although I have it on my warrior. I think Night Warden is kind of one that I'm interested in going this season. The Dusk Herald one is pretty nice as well. He just has nothing but great sets. Honestly, the Archer, like, for as underplayed as this class is, he really does get just absolutely insane amounts of great costumes. I'm kind of liking the way he looks. I'm not liking the default armor we got here, but that's okay. So we're going to head over here and talk to Edan. Now, Edan is like he's a ruins excavator, right? So Edan in the storyline of Black Desert, you're going to see him all over the place if you select the Balanos questline. I can't remember the Mountain of Eternal Winter if you see him that often, but essentially you wake up and Eden is exploring these ancient ruins, the ancient stone chamber, which essentially there is a ton of stuff from the desert that is sort of being discovered on the mainland, and people are trying to figure out the sort of mystery. That's what Edan's doing. And then you have Jarette here as well. Jarette is the princess. She is the eldest daughter, I believe, or the youngest daughter, one of the two, of the king or prince of Hydel. And as such, she's kind of an asshole. Like, let's call a spade here, boys. She is really not the nicest person. But that being said, she's had a pretty rough life. And basically what happened was there was like a huge fire at the castle in Hydel. And Jarette was saved by Cliff, who I don't know if he's around here. He used to be a little bit farther in, but essentially she was saved by Cliff, which is why they have a close relationship. But she's kind of just really, really rude. I don't know a crazy amount about the lore in this game. I would like to know a little bit more, and I've thought about making a lore-based series, because even though the lore is readily available, if you just read what the people are telling you, a lot of people just kind of R-spam through it, and I'm probably going to end up doing that myself. Just R-spamming through the quest line here, and then following it up later and kind of explaining to you guys all the different stuff. So if you haven't played Archer before, you don't know anything about it, you have two weapons. He's one of the few classes that starts with both of them. You have your wrist crossbow, which is a pretty cool pew 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 pew. Makes them very nice at low end spots. And then you have a great bow as well. Bunch of cool little skills like that. And you can swap in between them. He can also stab, but I don't know how often that stab really comes up. I don't think I've ever seen anybody stab ever, so we'll have to see how he really is. So we got another cutscene here. This one is actually unskippable, but if you want to watch it yourself, I would recommend you make a seasonal and go through it yourself. If you're brand new to the game, guys, play through the storyline and actually pay attention. The storyline is pretty good, okay? I'm going to say the controversial thing here that not a lot of people agree with. I think the storyline is good in Black Desert Online, especially the Mountain of Eternal Winter one, which is a little better than this one here. Some great voice acting by ProZD. Overall, it's a really, really good experience. Oh, I do not like this camera angle. Okay, the Shift LMB kills them all. That's the way to do it, I suppose. I kind of like these deer people as well. So these guys are all over this game. Fugar is one of them. I don't know if they actually have like a name to their race. But I'm really hoping that one day we get a sort of druid, like nature healer type character. And I hope he's one of the deer people. I think that would be really, really cool. So we're going to get ourselves an adventurer's tomb from Mr. Black Spirit here. And how this works is essentially when you have this on, you get more prognil silver bars from killing elite monsters, which realistically is not important at all. It's really not like a big deal. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's still nice to have, I suppose. It just doesn't even take up an inventory slot. This will eventually become a Chenga tome, which if you open up your menu with O and you go to, I believe, suggested, in here somewhere is something called Chenga's, where is it? I don't think you can search for it. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but essentially you can get something called a Chenga tome. And when you have the Chenga tome on, it gives you bonus experience from questing. And it becomes realistically one of the best ways to level up in the game later on, because XP rates become significantly crazier as you go on. So I might consider grabbing the Black Spirit Pass. It's basically the same as a classic outfit box. You get it for free. You get a ton of maids and inventory spaces, but Even without that, I mean, we can just do the regular one first, move on through, and it'll be a grand old time. So so in 3 minutes, we're going to be able to move to Arsha. It doesn't really matter for this first little bit of the game, solely because you can't actually PvP in the game until you're level 49. So once we hit level 49, we will be living on the Arsha servers forever. But as for right now, this is what we got. Our main grinding skill, I guess, at early levels is going to be our Shift LMB. And eventually we are going to want to grab this one. This skill does insane damage. Okay, like literally insane damage. Archer is a very interesting class because he can grind basically end game money with near early game spots. So like your Star's End, your Sakraya, like I was saying earlier, you pull ridiculous trash loot. And I'm very excited to try him because new classes have this sort of flow to them. I don't really know how you can describe it. But if you play the game, play some older classes and play some newer classes, you'll see the difference. Like their movement feels smoother, their combos feel smoother. I'm not saying they're better or worse, just their feeling in general is quite a bit nicer. I feel like there's supposed to be somebody here. Ah! How's it going, Laffy Bed Mountain? So Laffy Bed Mountain is like a legendary explorer. He is a dwarf, as you can see. And the interesting thing about Laffy Bed Mountain is you can actually receive one of his items down the line called the Laffy Bed Mountain's Compass. And the compass is one of those items that everybody goes for. Unfortunately, you have to grind it at Akhmet and Histria. And the Histria piece has a piece that drops from a monster called an Elton. And I know people who are thousands of hours into their Elton piece grind. But it is worth it in the end. It allows you to teleport people to your location, stuff like that. It's a very, very good item if you need something like that. But you're gonna be grinding for a while. I don't know if we're gonna grind for it. I might think about it. Haven't quite figured out how exactly I want to do this whole series yet. But our first thing is we need to get through the battle pass. So we're gonna be working through not battle pass. Sorry, Black Spirit Pass. Mainly they're just like level up. Do a couple quests. The most important ones are kind of at the end. They're usually a little harder. We just have to do basically, I think, the main quest line, do a Rift Echo, hit level 61, stuff like that. But overall, it's not too difficult. Whoa! Overall, it's not too difficult. It should be a good time. And if you guys enjoy the series and you like it, I have no issue continuing this on to like just tagging the character and continuing to go on the main part of the game rather than just the seasonal server. But start small. We'll do the season. We'll see how everything ends up. All right. Sorry about that, boys. Some idiot ran out of hard drive space. Can't imagine who that was. Anywho, we're just going to continue on like that didn't happen. And we are going to continue our main quest line here. I don't remember exactly what I was talking about at the time, but what I was going to say is I don't mind continuing this series on into the main game after we are done seasonal. I actually do need something from this season, however, which is I need to get myself 2 Pen Tuvala earrings. And by getting those Pen Tuvala earrings, they are essentially going to be the same as the... they're going to give me the same AP as the Tet Narcs I currently have, with a little bit less DP. But that being said, I can sell my Narcs that I have because I'm playing Evasion and the Narcs don't really matter. And when I get them, we are going to get some big stonks, boys. Big stonks. So that is my main goal for this season, besides making this beautiful content for all of you, is I really need to get myself 2 Pen Tuvala earrings. And of course, we're probably going to go for full pen anyway. So here's another one of these sort of cutscenes. I don't really know how you can describe these. They don't feel normal. Like, you have all your regular abilities. Like, I still have my Shift LMB and my Shift RMB and stuff. Except, like, your camera effects go on and you kind of lose your, like, all your UI. These guys are kind of frozen over here. And the movement just feels kind of different. I don't really know how I can describe how it feels. It just feels kind of different. But anyways, we're going to move out of the chamber here. The Black Spirits are apparently attacking. That is a lot of camera zoom. I am not enjoying that. That's why I usually have camera effects turned off. I mean, the game looks beautiful, and having the camera effects on can make it feel quite a bit better, but damn if they don't give you some motion sickness every once in a while. Oh, that is... And then it even started turning me the wrong way. All right, here we are. I don't actually know what's happening. I haven't done the Balanos questline since they've revamped the whole thing. Evade the horde of black spirits and escape from the ancient stone chamber. Well, we did manage to do that. So let's talk to our boy Laffy Bed Mountain here. I knew you were in trouble the moment I laid eyes on you. Forget what I said earlier. You aren't a lucky charm at all. Oh, apparently there's Geralt's here. Apparently we got a Witcher in BDO. And then, yes, hello, Mr. Black Spirit. The Black Spirit is a quite interesting character if you pay attention to what he says. He's not evil. He's just... He doesn't seem to care about other people very much except for himself. And I guess you could argue that he cares about you, but he only cares about you because he's kind of like bonded to you. So I don't know if he actually cares about you in general. I think realistically he only cares because you're you. So now we have our first actual like real sort of kill quest here. We got to kill some wolves. I wish, can I edit my UI yet? Yes, I can. Okay. So we can finally edit our UI, which means I can turn that off. Beautiful. This is what I like to see. Okay. No chat. We have our quests on. I don't normally do questing, but it's actually going to be a little bit more important in the seasonal because we actually have to do our main quest line, unfortunately. Now, as you can see, our archer has a ton of range, which is the other reason why I was excited to play this class. Because not only can you shoot mobs from a massive distance away, you can also shoot players. And I like being away from players as a non-PvPer myself. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to learn how to PvP. And Archer doesn't actually seem too bad at like 1 versus 1 in the open world because you can literally just shoot people from a million miles away. But we'll see. What other skills do we have right now? We have Uproot and Low Sweep. We don't seem to have anything else too crazy. Like I said, this is going to be our main one. We get this at level 11. And this is our sort of dashy skill, yeah. Now, the good news is because of the recent skill point change, we don't actually have to pick and choose what skills we get. We can actually just simply level up. And once we hit the level required, up until they are absolute or prime, we don't even have to worry about it. Now, to be fair, Archer doesn't actually get prime skills because he's one of these weird classes that came out where they were trying to get away from the Succession and Awakening system. Obviously, we have our Archer. We also have Shy is in the same sort of boat. It's a very sort of strange system they've been switching to lately. I can't remember. Dracania has it as doesn't have it though. I think they're back to normal now that they came out with Succession. They kind of have a set template on what they want to do. But we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go talk to this terrified wagoner, and he's gonna give us a bunch of other things to do here. As you guys can see, Balanos, the military of Heidel and Velia, which is what I mean when I say Balanos. Balanos is this sort of region here on the map. This is Balanos. So you got your, Velia, Heidel. I think Glish is considered part of Balanos as well. Basically, once you hit this area here, this is Medaya. And on the other side of this mountain realm, you get Calpheon. So the first Balanos questline is in this main area here. It's kind of the area everybody knows. Because back in the day, before Mountain of Eternal Winter, it was the only place that you could actually go. And we have a new skill here. Q, Storm of Light, which I believe is our... Oh, we have to be in our main hand stance. Oh, this is that weird one. So Storm of Light is a weird skill because you have to you can't just press it normally. Wait, does it have a 50-second cooldown? Why does it have a 50-second cooldown? I'm so confused. I'll have to look up why it has that because I don't quite understand why a skill needs a 50-second cooldown. It says summons and launches multiple shots of spirit arrows. Q after using another skill while notched. Notch an arrow in your crossbow for 20 seconds during first skill use. Apply the following effects firing the arrow. Super armor. Okay, so basically when you have it notched, you have super armor on all your skills. Okay. I was going to say, because it does not do a good amount of damage. So I was kind of confused why it was a thing we were doing. All right, so we got our first new season adventure box. Our first little task in the bar here was to hit level 10, which we have finally managed to do. And what we're going to do is I am going to cheese seasonal a tiny bit, okay? Just a little tiny bit to make it a little easier. You can only use seasonal gear on the seasonal characters with a little bit of an asterisk. Because what you can actually do is you can use your, what's it called? Your quest armor. Your quest armor is fully usable on these characters. So I can grab myself a bronze bolt, and I can grab myself, I don't actually remember where I've put them all. They might be in Duvenkroon. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment here. Oh, where did I put them? I guess I'll just have to search for it. So you can get yourself your Rockheart belt. Oh, it's all on my... Okay, we'll grab it later. It's all on my my girl over on my Garmoth ultimate. Or ultimate? Garmoth alt. But let's see. We got some new skills here. We got Shift E, which is Earth Shatter. That is a very nice skill. We also have Purging Shot. Kaboom! Not bad, but realistically our Shift LMB is going to be our big hitter for quite a while. Let's try using this again. Okay. So that's how that works. We put it in our weapon, and now we have super armor whenever we start casting a skill like our Shift LMB. I think we have a Shift F as well. Oh, we can also throw stuff with our E. Can't forget about our E throw. I can't remember exactly which direction it is, but there's a very good DP debuff on your E skill, which is this one. One is a stun, one is, yeah. So how this basically works is you can use it, and then when you press a direction with your E, like sideways E, it uses different skills, which is a sort of interesting thing that Archer has. And I think the only class I can think of that also has a skill like this, where it's the same skill but uses different abilities, is Awakening Tamer has one like this as well. So what you can do is if you use them, like you can see, one of them recovers your HP, one of them stuns enemies, one of them gives you damage. They all do different things. But realistically, I think the one that most people use is the recovery one, which is sideways E. Boop, like that. And it gives you HP and mana back, which, I mean, it's HP and mana. Nobody's going to argue with HP and mana. And this is why I like Archer. He's very, I don't even know. He's just very fast and quick and flashy. Obviously, I'm not very good at him yet. That'll come later. But we might get good at him one day. Who knows? Maybe I'll become one of the best Archer players in the world. Who knows? Anyway, these guys are done here. We're going to talk to Roig Mills here. And we are going to continue on our way. So we got our first offhand, which is the Raygon. And Raygon is Archer's sort of glove thing that he has, which allows you to use, this type of skill. He can also stab somehow with it. I'm trying to remember. That one, yeah. You can literally just go up and stab people, even though you're an archer with a big bow. You can just go up and shank a boy, but that's all right. I'm probably not going to be doing too much shanking. And we finally have Shift E, which is our big skill. Whereas you can see, I hit those mobs all the way over there. This skill is kind of ridiculous for its range. I'll show you again as you guys see all these mobs here. Now that is it with not having the extra version, which is this one here. We don't get that till level 58, but there's also Marked Bloom, which is a slightly different one. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and it has no cooldown. So I am now just going to start speed grinding every single mob in this area. Go up, Shift E. Brr, brr, brr. No cooldown. And this is why I specifically wanted to play Archer on Seasonal. Is for this right here. It's hitting so many mobs and aggroing so many mobs at one time that I actually can't even... I can't even hit all of them. Because so many mobs are getting hit by it that it's breaking the aggro cap, which is super cool. Once I have some AP, I can't imagine just going out to centaurs and just... Yeah, it's very good. Oh, I'm so excited to play this, boys. I'm so excited. I hope you're excited too. Anyways, I'm having way too much fun just doing this here. I need to actually, like... I need to actually go do the quest. I'm too busy not doing anything. He's kind of iffy on weird terrain, though. I must say. Archer is pretty much known as being, if you're on flat ground, he's like one of the best classes in the game. But he definitely has some weird, like, I don't even know how you can describe it. He has some weird problems with elevation, which is why he doesn't do super well at some of these, like he's maybe not the best siege character and stuff like that, just because he's very odd. It's not just him either. I know that when I played Suck Ranger for a while, she has a skill that's like a Rain of Arrows type skill. And her Rain of Arrows skill also had like this weird issue where it just wouldn't hit mobs if they were like 10 feet above you or not. There we go. Another one done. And now we get Spear of Sylvia, which is a very interesting skill here. It's our shift Q. And how this works is you actually suck mobs in and stab the ground, which is a very big aggro skill as well. So you can grab these guys up here. You hit them with your shift LMB. And then your shift Q. That's why I said the archer's kind of interesting. You can't see it right now. I don't really know why, but he has like a giant arrow that he holds in his other hand, which is what your Spear of Sylvia is using as a weapon. There, and it just kind of sucks the mobs in for your big DPS combo. Anyway, that's enough of me running around trying to kill these mobs for fun. Let's actually go and continue our progression here. Roig Mills. Hello, sir. How are you on this fine day? Oh, I actually don't know which one to pick. Which one do we do here? I kind of... Do we want to help Jarette? Or do we want to reject it? I think we want to reject it. Jarette's kind of rude. Realistically, I don't really like Jarette. Because she's really rude, and I understand she's had like a rough life in the game. But I mean, a lot of people have had a rough life. You don't need to be a dick, right? Like, realistically. Now, this is Cliff. This is the guy that I was telling you guys about earlier. He's the guy who rescued Princess Jarette from the Heidel Castle War. Or fire, sorry, not a war, the fire. There was a big fire, and he rescued her, and a bunch of people died, and yada, yada, yada. We get it, you had a bad life, Jarette, but, like, you're also a noblewoman in a medieval setting, and nobles in the medieval ages had a pretty easy time with their life, so I'm not really going to argue too much. So now we got to go actually kill some of these steel imps. We actually attempt to test out our abilities. We have a couple new ones as well. You have that. That's our usual. But I mean, realistically, why use any of those when we can just use full bloom? Now, I wish I had my little AP things. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to swap them out off of my other character. Because your quest accessories, they won't give you a ton of AP, but they'll give you like, I don't know, 50. Which would at least allow me to one-shot these guys. Allowing me to effectively quickly go through everything. I think I really like the little crossbow. Damn, we have a lot of mobility. Oh wait, that actually killed them all. I didn't think that was actually gonna be able to kill them. All right, so we managed to completely obliterate this area here. Again, full bloom is just the most ridiculous skill for farming low areas, which is again why the archer is so absolutely insane. So we'll go complete this, and I think we finally get to go to Velia. Once we actually get to Velia, there's a very important quest line that we need to talk about, which is which one that I am going to pick. There is a shortened quest line for people who've already played it, and there is the like real quest line, and I haven't actually decided which one I want to do. I think I'm actually going to go for the quick one, solely because I want to go through this as soon as possible and get to the good stuff, right? The grinding, the killing of players, the killing of all the fun stuff, which reminds me, we need to server hop as soon as we're done getting to Velia. Although, like I said, it really doesn't matter early on. Let's talk to these guys. I'm just kind of speeding through this now. We did just manage to get our new weapon, which is a new ray gun, which is actually crappier than our old one. Interesting. Okay, we're not gonna, I think, did it actually just give us that? It's literally just called ray gun. Interesting fact about these, if you enhance, for some reason you can enhance white armor and weapons, And if you get this to pry or higher, you actually get an extra AP versus monsters stat, which is really, really interesting. I don't really know why. I actually have one I can show you. I actually have one over in my Valencia storage where I enhanced a Rusty Morning Star to plus 10 for some reason. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, once you get it to pry, it will give you extra AP against monsters, which is kind of interesting. I don't really know why it does that. Also, apparently I have 22,000 Cadres tokens. That's something interesting. But here we go, Militia Crossbow. We get 2 new AP, which isn't going to make the biggest difference in the world, but we got to kill more imps, so I'm not going to complain. We'll just full bloom it up. Dash and Shift E. Oh, like, look at that. It was literally hitting mobs all the way over there. It's near, like, I don't want to say it's infinite range, but it is quite ridiculous. If you guys are looking for a fun, kind of flashy, easy class to play for your easy seasonal grinding, I would recommend Suck Musa, Suck Zerk, Awakening Valkyrie, or Archer is also pretty good as well. Suck Ranger is pretty cool too, but I don't know. I don't know why you would play Suck Ranger when you could play just Archer and just do way more grinding. I mean, I guess Suck Ranger is better at like higher end grind spots. Like I think if you were grinding like Hex Sanctuary and Trolls and stuff, I think she does a little better, but I'm not really going to complain too much. Let's see what Dr. Uno has to say. Hello, Dr. Uno. Oh, he's a shy with a mustache. That's pretty hype. I don't think when you make a shy... Oh, wait, the shy you can make is only a girl, I think, right? I hope if we get male shy at some point, we'll be able to put mustaches on them. I think that'd be pretty cool. An absolute Giga Chad way. Okay, so what do we have a chance here? Learn about Red Nose, not through brute force, but by bribing Tiny Nose. No. I wanna fight him. We want to do some damage. We want to do some fighting, boys. We got a new skill here as well. We actually got a couple of them. We have Wrath of Nature, which is our Shift Q. I've tried using that one already. Bolt of Radiance. Kaboom. And our Arrow Explosion, Shift F, which is a very, very good skill. That's another pretty important one. But realistically, I mean, we have full bloom. So what does it really matter? That one there, that is overall a pretty solid skill. I think it's a big debuff too, from what I remember. It has been a long time since I've played Archer, and I haven't actually played him since the reboot. I hear he's quite a bit different. Obviously, I know he has things like invisibility and stuff now, but wait, do these just not take damage? Or am I just not doing damage? I think it was just me not doing damage. That's fine. Oh, not Spear Silva. Yeah, I can't tell if they just... Oh, they actually just take a lot of damage, I think. I think they just actually made them tanky. That's cool, though. I can respect it. It is the early game. You don't want everything to just be an easy one-shot. Unless you're me. I want everything to be an easy one-shot. Ooh. Is that a Hesus earring I just saw? Oh, a binder earring gives us 4 accuracy. That's pretty pog. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty hype. This is when we're going to get our skill points and stuff. I don't know if they really needed to give us skill points this season because they just updated it where you don't need skill points for pre-absolute skills anymore. So I don't really know why they put it in the game, but hey, I'm not going to complain too much. How did I do that skill again? Is it Shift F? Yeah. Boom. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I need my spacebar skill soon, too. If you guys have seen Archer, spacebar is the one where you kind of jump in the air and bayonetta, gun people down. It's a pretty sick skill. It's really good at getting behind mobs. Well, oh, I gotta... Is that everything? You actually have to pick where Red Nose is. So I think we just go kill him now, right? Uno's Dizzying Elixir. Apparently, if we click that, it'll let us talk to Red Nose, apparently. Also, he went from being Dr. Uno to just Uno. Why did his name change? Is he not actually a doctor and he was lying all along? I'm confused. Why is his name? Why did his name change? All right, whatever. Let's go work towards killing Red Nose. Cool. Now, this is actually going to be a real fight. Because I don't have any like gear to cheese them with. Most people will have like their quest accessories in order to just kind of cheese all the bosses early game. But we're not going to do that. So we're going to have the true new player experience. I'm going to skip this cutscene as well because we're running out of hard drive space here. But basically Red Nose is just a big... Oh, this guy. This is Red Nose. All right, let's try it. Okay, yeah, this is a real fight. This is actually exciting. Oh my god, he takes no damage. He actually takes no damage. This is going to be like a real fight. Good thing I'm an archer, so I can literally just like shoot him from a mile away. Oh, I don't even know if that'll hit him. Oh, it did. Oh my god. Yo, this is like a real epic boss battle, boys. Too bad I have the range advantage. Damn, though. This is like... I got nothing else to help me with this. I guess I could buy food. Now, you know what? Let's have the true new player experience. Wait, is this this is actually... How are new people supposed to do this, man? Stab him. Stab him in the booty hole. The way to beat all mobs. Oh, I forgot to lock evasion. Always lock your evasion, boys. Oh my god, I do 0 damage. He's actually a tanky boy. Oh, I started to sneeze and he got me. Oh, we sneezed again, boys. I'm allergic to scary boss fights. I think the Great Bow is still the best play. Come on, bro. Stop running away. Oh, we got him. I think that's it. I think that's all we needed. Or is this where he enrages? Wait, who's this guy? Why is there another one coming out? Wait, why is there two? Is somebody else fighting him at the same time? Oh yeah, somebody else is fighting him at the same time. Okay, we actually gotta fight him. I thought that was going to be the end. I think we actually have to kill him. Oh, he hurts too. Bro, Archer's such a cheese class. Make sure you're always back attacking. If you're new to BDO, back attacks are king. We can just sit all the way out of his AoEs. Okay, that was supposed to hit me. But oh my god, we're almost there. We're almost there, boys. And hit him with the arrow explosion. Oh, hit him with the fancy shot. Boom. Come on, hit him. Oh, we got him. That was actually rough. That was something. I mean, yeah, we could have cheesed him, but you know what? Without cheesing, that was actually like a pretty solid boss fight. I'm very happy with that. And Cliff's here. I think we can finally go to Velia. We got an Elsh crossbow. So Elsh, fun fact, Elsh used to be one of the best weapons in the game pre-boss gear. Because back in the day, you didn't actually have your, what's it called? You didn't actually have seasonal. You just had to raw dog the game and go grind helms and shit like that. And before you could afford boss gear, you could get green weapons. And one of them was called the Elsh. And Elsh was a very solid weapon. I don't know if I can show you here. What is the weapon I use? I can't remember what it's called. Does it not exist? Oh, crossbow, right. So if you got like a Tet Elsh, it's only 300 mil. Very, very strong. Gave you a ton of all species damage. The downside to it is it only had one crystal slot. But back in the day, nobody really cared about that because the Elsh was super good. And you can make it like a super weapon if you put your Reform Stone in it. You could get it like a, I don't remember what it was called. Ultimate Elsh. And Ultimate Elsh was pretty good. That's a little nostalgia, you know, back in my day, back in 2017. But I can remember Elsh. And the thing about Elsh that was so funny was not only was it a great weapon, but it was honestly kind of rare because the only way to get an Elsh was to get it from the quest line and then enhance it yourself. So you had to basically do it yourself. But if you did, you managed to get one of the better weapons in the game. And now it's just garbage like all the rest of the blue and green weapons. I hope they kind of do something with it. I don't really know what their plan is for it. And here we go. We're going to talk to Alustin here. And he should give us a chance for a quest. The simplified main quest line. All right, so when you guys get to here, if you are a brand new player, please select the main quest line. Go through, take the game slow, okay? The game is a marathon, not a sprint. You want to take it slow and enjoy your time. However, I'm going to be selecting the simplified main quest line, which essentially all you have to do is level up. You just level up and it fills you in. It gives you all the quests that you need. I have done the main quest line like 17 times. So I'm going to select this, but if you are a new player, guys, please take my advice, select main, or select Mountain of Eternal Winter, which is also a great quest line and doesn't offer you the ability to, it doesn't offer you the ability to skip it, as I accidentally found out last season. So yeah, so what I'm going to be doing now, guys, I'm going to head over to Fugar, start the quest line, and start editing this video up. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you do enjoy this kind of series, let me know down in the comments section below. I will be recording this again tomorrow. We're going to have a new episode up pretty soon. And I'm probably just going to speed grind myself up to level 49 so we can get PvP enabled and really start going out and fighting some people. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Have a great night.